Up by Foxborough, not far.
Oh, all right.
Not far, yeah. But we stayed at
So it was down the
overnight.
Cape?
Yeah, it's down the Cape, right?
Wow.
Actually, I wanted to tell you, you know how gas price. Oh, you checking out the
I was
dude?
checking out my hair on YouTube, John. It
How's
doesn't look that good.
So look,
Well, you know, you
Moroccan
could
hair oil, no?
No, you could tell that I kind of just rolled right in.
All right, yeah, it's
Forgot about YouTube.
a little stanky in here.
Well, I wouldn't say stanky, John.
Well, I would.
I'm just saying that I only slept like 40 minutes last night. So
Oh,
when I woke
yeah.
up, I ran right in here, like, because I didn't mean to fall asleep. Got in very late, and I sat down in a chair, and God did the rest. And then I woke up like, holy crap.
I will say, God.
And think about, what he does apparently while I'm sleeping, God comes over and tussles my hair because that's what it looks like. My hair, I don't know what the hell happens in my sleep, but my hair gets huge and crazy looking.
Yeah, it does. I can see that now.
So I had thanks, Sean.
Well, no, I'm not saying huge and crazy looking. It's just, it's like more Captain Caveman.
Thank you. Yeah, because I had it tied back. I had it tied back. And this morning, and I was in the elevator, and I'm thinking, look, I'm not going to see anybody. It's fine.
Well, I'm nobody.
What? Well, no, I just
nice.
my building.
That's nice. That you
and then
that.
Here, like I was thinking, like, you know what I mean? It's Hollywood, and I'm not trying to get into Hollywood.
Yeah.
And John's too dumb. I could just tell him, no, my hair looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know because I'm always gonna
simple.
I'm always gonna be like, all right, fine, it looks good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What am I gonna do? Complain about it?
But when I got in the elevator, right, I'm on the 10th.
It's a little frizzy today.
Like I'm on the 10th floor. And the elevator stopped, no joke, at every floor on the way down. And everybody that I walk the dogs with and kind of know who I always look semi-respectable.
Yeah.
Was getting in, hey, good morning. And my hair is just, I didn't even have to tie back at that point. It's just crazy. And I'm like, come on, man.
Every step.
Every
stop, right?
Every stop.
That's the best.
It was probably all joking. I probably stopped about 6 times.
Oh, that's the best.
And 5.
And you felt like the spotlight on you.
Yeah, because everybody would come in.
You hear RuPaul's song, work it, girl.
Well, their dogs, everybody's dogs love me.
Oh, I bet they do.
So the dogs would come over to me, and then the owners obviously are attached to them with the leash. So they start talking. I'm like, well, you obviously see the dew. You see the hair over here. You see that the eyes are still a little sleepy looking.
Sleepy or high?
Both.
Oh, there you go.
Both. I'm exhausted and I'm effing whacked.
And they see that. They're like, who is that guy?
Who is that dude?
And you live here,
and
sir.
Not for nothing, dude. Who gets high at 6:30 in the morning other than you? And I mean, I must have reeked of weed. I'll get into it, but I had a long drive last night. And I mean, I would never smoke a job. I'm not saying that.
No,
but I'm just saying I just happened because I was carrying it on me.
Yeah.
Reeked of weed. So did my car. Just reeked of it.
Really?
And
well, you do work at a dispensary.
That is true. Thank you, John. That's the cover.
Yep.
So I went home and I literally sat down for a minute, just exhausted and maybe a little high, and just passed out for about 40 minutes. And then thankfully my alarm was set on my phone because I didn't want to miss the show, obviously.
Right.
And but it didn't go off. It was the second alarm that went off, and I was like, oh no. So I actually did take a shower. I just didn't wash my hair.
Oh, I don't believe it.
You come over. You know something?
I just don't believe it.
Smell my fingers. Hold on a second.
What?
Smell my fingers.
Fingers.
Yeah, hold on.
Smell.
No. Oh wait, hold on.
You're on YouTube. Don't forget.
Well, I'm rubbing my armpits.
First they saw you stick in your hiney.
I do that anyway. This was for the joke.
Oh. That's true, everybody.
So, I did actually take a shower. I just didn't do my hair.
Said that like it's an event.
No, because I know I look like I didn't take a shower because of my hair.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, I swear I took a shower.
No, why would you
because my hair takes a long time. Yeah. Like honestly, I go in the shower, I'm in there, no joke, and I don't know.
You can come in here with it wet,
but it's like no, I do. Well, I do, and I think I look like Bret the Hitman Hart. That's funny.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, with the big sunglasses, ridiculous.
Yeah. I want you to wear the same pink little nightie he wears.
Well, it's not a nightie; they're tights.
Yeah, whatever those sexy things
are. It's a tutu.
I could see you rocking them.
You know what's funny? I did have a pair. I did have a pair of those. I'm like a Ken doll. I had a pair of those horrible glasses when I was in like junior high school.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't because of him. That was the fashion at the time.
They were.
They were like ski goggle glasses or something.
A lot of people had that style. They were big in like baseball.
And blind people.
Yeah, they were. I remember the tennis player Andre Agassi used to wear them.
Yes, Ricky Henderson wore them all the time.
Did. Yeah, yes. I think Oral Hershiser did as well.
That poor guy in that name.
Man, terrible.
Who would name their kid Oral?
He was like, with the last name of Hershiser.
That's true. But I mean, just Oral, John. I mean,
it's terrible.
His brother Anal was really pissed.
His sister back door really,
Yeah, really.
really went through hell.
His little sister, anal Hershiser.
Just the worst.
Horrible. But yeah, now I did have a pair of those horrible glasses.
Hershiser.
As I could say. I know it as I was saying it. I mush mouthed it. Shut up.
Me too, though. It's hard. It's
Hershiser.
Oral. That means stupid.
Yeah, and what
I mean,
oral's got to be short for something, right? Because they couldn't have just named their kid Oral.
It is. I think it's literally just Oral. I think that was an old name for like the I don't know.
Really, that's
early
1900s
or 1800s.
Really?
Yeah,
I got to see if Oral Hershiser's name. I can't say Hershiser.
Hershiser.
Yeah. So do you spell it like you would Oral?
Yeah, I think it's Orel.
Oh, that's why it's different.
But they want to be fancy.
Wow, I'll tell you. You know what? Really, every time I type something in on Google, I just thank for the automatic correct because I'm a moron. I can't spell anything. What I do now is I don't even try to spell it right. I just try to spell it close because I know Google will correct me.
That's right, but you got to be careful with this one because you don't know what you're going to be Googling.
That is true. Well, right now I got a lot of oral pictures.
What kind of a Hershiser did you want?
Yeah, apparently.
I think the oral kind, please.
Oh, Hershiser is slang for pecker in another language, and I put oral in front of it. So oral pecker.
He wants an oral pecker.
They're saying, let's see, his real name, and you're right, John. It's not short for anything. Oral Leonard Hershiser, that's the 4th.
Oh, and with Leonard as the middle name?
Yeah, well, I would just say, call me Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny it is.
Yeah, don't call me Oral, and if you do, I'm going to punch you in the face. How about that?
God. And plus, he was like an 8 foot tall, like howdy doody looking guy.
Yeah, he does kind of have the howdy doody. He's got very red cheeks.
Yeah.
They're saying, let's see, Oral is an American former pitcher who played 18 seasons in the major leagues from 83 to 2000. He later became a color
broadcaster.
Color analyst for the Dodgers. Yeah. He's also a professional poker player. Not many people know that about the great Oral.
I did not.
Yeah, they say what awards he won: the Cy Young and Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year.
Really?
Yes, wow. John. He won.
Was it in the 80s or the?
All the 80s, 88, and actually he won all of them actually in 88.
Yeah, he was really good at one time.
It's the Sporting News Pitcher of the Year, Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year, and the Babe Ruth Award, all in 88. That's pretty damn good.
Pretty cool. Yeah, the guy could throw the ball. Way to go, Oral.
Yeah, I mean, well, with a name like Oral, there was not many other things he's going to be able to be successful in.
Oh my God!
Well, actually, I know one.
Yeah,
maybe that's why his dad named him that.
High expectations.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Actually, I named him after your mom.
From your mom's side.
She just can't get enough. Oh man, your mom's a crazy one.
Well, you know what it is? Maybe they realize Oral's like from like one of those countries that's not like. Like the Irish, not blessed in the pants. Yeah. And they say, well, the thing you're going to have to learn, son, is you got to be really good at oral. Hershiser.
That's just the worst. That would be just growing up with that.
Yeah. The kids had to be horrible to him.
It had to be. The entire, I mean, thank God he made millions playing baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Or else just screwed him at every job you'd ever work at.
Yeah, he would have been tormented.
Your whole life.
This guy would have been in a bell tower with a shotgun at some point in his life just because everybody teasing him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I definitely...
Imagine before he's a baseball player going on dates, picking up the girl for the first time, and her saying his name's what? Yeah. To her father, as you're about to meet him for the first time. His name's what?
Well, he's got a really long tongue, Dad.
I'm gonna meet your boyfriend named who? What's his real name? I don't want his nickname.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. That is one horrible name.
I don't know how we got into Oral Hershiser.
Yeah, neither do I, John. Sometimes these conversations just get sidetracked. Well, what happened? You were saying you went to a wedding.
Oh, yeah. I went to a wedding bride. It was a great time. Actually, before the it was a family member's wedding. It was my girlfriend's sister's wedding. So she's in the wedding.
Oh, nice.
My girlfriend's in the wedding. And so we had to do the whole thing from the rehearsal, all that stuff. So Friday night, we're leaving, right? So we're ready to get going. So we're like, all right, something before we head on out, let's just have a quick little cocktail, quick little drink before we go, a nice relax, whatever. So we decided to, F the cocktail part of it, just let's go straight to a shot of tequila.
Oh, so there you go.
Shot of tequila, whacked him down real quick. For some reason, it hit my girl. Now we're all like ready to go, so dressed up. The girlfriend hits her the wrong way.
Oh, wait, no, you're on your way to the wedding?
The rehersal.
Oh, the rehearsal. Okay.
This is on Friday.
Okay.
So the weekend. Yeah. So this is on Friday.
I can kind of guess what's happening here, John. And
haven't left the house yet.
yeah. Heading over to the church. Going to see the Padre.
We're all dressed up, ready to go. All right. So my girlfriend's actually staying with her sister that night, the wedding night. We help her get ready. And
of course.
So she's staying there, but I'm coming back. I'm coming back at night. So anyway, we're all ready to go. Walking out the door, saying bye to the dogs and all that crap. Yeah, let's do that quick shot. Have that shot for some reason hits my girlfriend funny. She ends up puking. No big deal.
Oh,
Whatever. You
no.
know, sometimes it does that. Like she was. It just.
Yeah, tequila can do that, by the
It
way.
just was. It hit her weird. She's like, "What
Yeah.
the hell?" Just hit her funny.
Yeah, hit her sour, yeah.
Yeah, and she wasn't sick or anything, just a weird reaction. Whenever
That's
she's
good.
like, "Are you kidding me?" So we had a good laugh about it. So as she cleaned up, whatever, she was totally fine. It was just a little whatever. And so then now a couple minutes later, we're walking out the door.
Uh-oh.
I forget we had iced coffees. I forget to grab mine. So I'm like, hold on a second. Now at this point, dogs are going crazy. I got 3 French bulldogs, and they're 3 psychopaths.
Yeah, I will say for people who,
They are psychos.
I've seen them, and
Oh.
like when I pull up to your house, it will drive you effing crazy until
Oh.
somebody quiets them down.
Yeah.
Because they do this thing where as they're barking. Well, actually, not all of them. The one's pretty cool. He kind of stays to the side.
Yeah.
But the 2 are
Ooh.
jumping over each other as they're barking because they're
Yeah.
trying to see who's like on the other side of the fence. Not like peeking around. These 2 are gonna
no.
break their heads through the boards to
Oh,
see.
yeah, it was
They're
brutal.
very playful young
They are
lads.
straight up psychos.
Yeah.
So now the dogs, because they know we're leaving, because she's got the bags in her hand because she's staying over a couple days, so they know something's going on. So they're all getting amped up. And I'm like, oh my God, now I'm going back into the house to get the iced coffee. And she's holding the screen door open. And I'm like, oh, hold on a second, because don't want the dogs to run out the house, whatever. So now I grabbed the iced coffee. She just puked. Don't forget. Grab the iced coffee. And
Don't forget to puke, everybody. That's important to the story.
And we haven't even left the house. The dogs are all lamped up. I grab the iced coffee. I'm out the door. And as soon as I'm walking out the door, one of my dogs decides to bolt right out the front door. And I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. We're again all dressed up, ready to go. We don't have time to waste. So I go into tackle mode. I just lunged at him, and I'm and literally I left my feet. And I fell straight down my steps. I grabbed him. I have this Yeti that my daughter got me. It's engraved with my logo on it. Scraped the shit out of it on the way down because I had this in my hand.
Aw.
I had my iced coffee in one hand, this in another hand.
I'll give you an A for commitment if you're
Oh.
diving down steps.
I dove down my front
Yeah.
steps. You've seen them.
Yeah, I've seen 'em,
Dove
yeah,
right down there. They're all slate. I dove down the whole thing. I got all scraped up. I'm all dressed up for the stupid rehearsal.
And all of a sudden now, like your knees are showing.
And iced coffee everywhere because I had this iced coffee in my hand. But I got the dog.
Okay,
so
good.
I got the dog. I had the cup in my
Mission
hand.
accomplished.
Yep. And then I drow. And she's laughing at me because I was just laughing at her.
Settle down, Pukey.
Yeah, so it's like just a total nightmare. So that's how it started. So then we had, a wonderful time from there.
Holy
You know,
crap!
but,
Well, that's
yeah.
well, John, I believe I can beat that story.
I believe you can, Brian.
Well-
That's why I'm all excited about it. That's why I didn't want to get too wrapped up into mine because it wasn't as exciting as I know yours probably is.
Well,
because I know you had you went on vacation. I just went to a wedding.
Yeah, yeah, vacation. All right. Well, I planned on going to New Jersey for a few days. Obviously, that's why we were off for 2 days last week. We took off Thursday and Friday.
That's right.
So
Thanks for the invite, by the way.
yeah, well,
I didn't get invited.
well, actually, I should have invited you. Trust me. Please trust me. So what happened was we did the show, right? And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get on the road at 10. GPS says about 5.5 hours.
Yep.
So about 3:30, I'll get there. And I'm thinking, all right, we're out at 10, 3:30, not that bad. My bags are in the car. Everything. I dropped the dogs off. Everything's good. Everything's my apartment's clean and locked. So I'll come back to a clean apartment.
Yep.
Everything is good. And then as I'm driving out, I look over and I noticed that my inspection sticker was about 9 months past due.
Whoops.
9 months past due. It actually, John, was due last December.
Oh, that's all.
Of 2021.
Right.
And I was
Okay.
like, wow, that's pretty old. And I'm thinking now, look, I know Jersey. I grew up in Jersey, and Jersey cops suck.
Mhm.
They suck just as bad as New York cops. And no offense, meaning I respect what you do. Well, not the Jersey one so
But
much.
they're sticklers, right?
But they're assholes.
Oh,
And
all
what
right.
they do is they look for minor infractions to bust your balls. They're ball busters. That's all they do. And then you see, but here's the problem with somebody like me. You ball bust me, you're probably going to find like a warrant for parking tickets that I didn't pay for in 96.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you ball bust me. I'm gonna ball bust you back.
No, not at all. What
Oh.
they do is now what a cop will you crazy?
Yeah.
I'm a pullover guy, car off, hands at 10 and 2, and I don't move until he tells me to move. I give you no excuse to shoot me. I give you no, I ain't reaching for S.
I'm with you.
There was a guy, a really good friend of mine, Eddie, right? His name was Eddie Gonzalez. Oh, well, whatever.
Well,
Eddie
I'm
Gonzalez.
sure there's a few of them.
Yeah. Hey, but Eddie was a great dude, man. But he was very hyperactive, right?
Yeah.
But he was a great dude. He was real funny. And one time we went into New York before Christmas. Like he had kids and he wanted to go shopping. I had kids, and there was this thing up in New York they were doing that like had cool toys or something. But it was snowing, really bad. So as we're driving, you know what I mean? Like the car that we had didn't have rear defrosters.
Yeah. Oh.
So at one point, it's just caked with snow,
Mhm.
right? And I mean, it's coming down, and it's not light snow. It was like somebody was throwing wet snowballs at the car. It was
Yeah.
coming down. I mean, it was 18 inches on the ground, and it just started snowing 17 minutes before that. You know what I mean? It was horrible.
That's the best.
So as I'm driving,
So much fun to drive to that. It really feels safe.
yeah, you really do, especially when you don't have rear defrosters. Because I mean, I don't know. I think it was 1922 that this happened.
Oh.
So actually, the car was that old. So we're driving, and all of a sudden, the back of the car, right? I see the snow starts turning red and blue, and I'm thinking because the Christmas lights are all around, and I'm like, this is so effing festive.
So sweet. I wish I would put other colors in though. These ones are getting boring.
Yeah, I mean, and then all of a sudden, I hear on a bullhorn. 63 Mustang, pull over. And I'm like, oh, that was cops. That
was Christmas lights speak to you.
Those weren't Christmas lights, guys. So I'm telling everybody, just in case somebody may have smelled like pot.
Right.
Because they were smoking a joint.
Oh. Well,
so I was
thinking,
work
at a dispensary too.
yeah. Of sorts.
Yeah, back in '83.
So yeah. This was. I think this had to be. I don't know, 2002-ish.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's right around, where everything's going on. So anyway, no, actually, no, it had to be like 96, more like 96. So anyway, I pull over and I'm like, all right, let's make sure we have our seatbelts on, gentlemen. And Eddie's sitting right next to me. And in New York, they always have two cops. They don't have one. And in the old days, one would come on the right side, the other comes on the driver's side. And they're watching everything. They got their flashlights out and doing the whole thing. So out of nowhere, the cop next to me says, license and registration. I said, okay. And Eddie decides he's going to very abruptly kind of move quickly and then go under the front seat.
Oh,
right.
Geez.
Because he thinks he dropped his pack of cigarettes. He doesn't even have weed in it, but he dropped a pack of cigarettes and he thinks they're under there. And he had needed to get them right then.
Yeah.
The cop over here pulls his gun on the right. The cop next to me pulls the gun on me. And I'm like, I'm not effing moving. I'm like, Eddie, what are you doing? You idiot. So I learned at a very young age.
I needed a Marlboro.
Yeah. And that was it. And the cop, and he said, what are you doing? He said, I dropped my cigarettes, man.
Oh.
I was getting my cigarettes with the F. And I'm like, what do you mean with the F? You almost just got me shot in the face, stupid. So from then on, I've always realized when you get pulled over, just 10 and 2.
Yeah.
Car off, 10 and 2.
If you drop something, leave it.
No, yeah, exactly. You know something? You'll get it later.
Excuse me, Mr. Officer Man, but I dropped something.
Yeah, even if it's your drugs. Hey, look, it's better than getting shot.
Yeah, it is.
Because here's the thing. You're already caught, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah, they may look.
yeah, you're already caught. You just say you're caught and move on.
Right.
But anyway, so I know how they are. And I planned on driving through New York when I went to New Jersey on this trip. And I'm thinking, okay, I got to get this taken care of. So I drive over to the shop on the way. As I'm driving, it says car inspections. I'm like, look at this.
Perfect.
The Lord has sent somebody to help me.
He's seen what I need and is helping.
So
I love it.
I go in and the guy comes out and he says,
service, please.
Very quickly too, by the way. I was like,
really?
He was in and out. Like I had to wait 15 minutes for somebody else to go. But then when he brought my car in, honestly, in and out, 5 minutes.
Oh, perfect. This guy's good.
I was like, I'm gonna
Express. It says right on the title. They're right.
I'm still gonna be to Jersey before 4.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Perfect.
And,
right on time. Look at you, burner on track.
And then he says to me, "Hey, sir, your car is coming up as not being recognized."
What's that?
I don't know, John. I said, "Well, that was my question to him." Like, well, what does that mean, sir? Mr. Mechanic guy.
What's that mean, jokester?
Yeah. So he said, "Well, you got to call your insurance company." So I called my insurance company,
okay.
I guess what had happened was my insurance company that was on auto pay, I thought, wasn't.
Oh.
So they canceled my car insurance. But, John, they canceled my car insurance back in April.
Okay. That's fine because that was only, what's it now?
It's August.
The end of August.
Yeah, the end of August. It's August 29th, John.
Oh. So it was about 5 months ago.
5 months of driving without insurance, apparently. And then what they do.
That's not important.
And then what they do, John, because this is what the lady said. She said, you don't have insurance, which is key. She said, but they also revoked your registration because you didn't have insurance.
You're kidding. Uh-oh.
They're doing. You see, the government doesn't want me to tell you this stuff. Everybody, they don't want me. They're trying to silence me,
That's
man.
right, Bri. Wow,
So-
keep preaching, brother.
So I'm like, well, what does that mean? They're like, well, you have a revoked insurance too, and that's really bad. So I'm thinking, well, if I got pulled over, I would have been arrested. I mean, granted, yeah, you're allowed to steal $1,000 worth of stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you could, punch people in the head and get released.
But,
But
you can't let a mistake happen.
But me,
No.
if my parking tickets got me thrown into Rikers Island for a night and the
Yeah.
Tombs for 2.
Yeah,
so
you'd be going to the clink for sure.
yeah, I mean, see, I know what the hub is, everybody, in Harlem.
Wow, I know what intake is. I've been watching 60 Days In, new season.
Yeah, I was in the hub in Harlem.
Wow.
And then when they went to put me in a cell, no joke, they actually pulled me out by my handcuffs. And the guy said, you can't put him in there because that guy that had AIDS was coughing up blood in there.
Cool.
So I was thinking, this is going to be nice. It
That's
smells
cool.
like, and by the way, and I wanted to add, yes, that may have happened, but it also smells like urine.
Yeah.
So don't forget to add that. That should be another reason.
Nice.
Somebody should get a mop.
You doing your 23-and-1?
I'm just saying, everybody should get a mop.
That is disgusting.
Just the whole thing was horrible. So anyway, so I'm like, all right, I don't know what to do here. So I said, well, what do I do? She goes, well, you gotta get your insurance reinstated, but now that you have let it lapse, it's going to cost you a little more than double what it was before. So I went,
to reinstate, or like a
no,
monthly
it was a new policy because they had canceled the other one. But now I have a revoked registration on my record with them.
Yeah.
So instead of it being $600 for 6 months, it's $1,380 for 6 months.
Sweet.
And then you had to put down a certain amount today, type of thing. So I think that was like $290. So now I got to pay $290, right? And I'm like, okay, well, let's just get that over with.
Minor hiccup.
Yeah,
before
whatever.
the vacation starts.
Hey, haven't even hit the road yet.
Minor hit. This will be done in 5 minutes.
Yeah, this just incredible. So I go over to the RMV, and
which is always a treat.
Well, by the way, I actually figured most of this out while I was already kind of on the road to New Jersey. Like I had to stop, turn around, and come back when I realized that I didn't have the registration.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that was nice. So then I drove over to Braintree, and I go in, and the lady says, "Well, you got to give me the form." What form? You know what I mean? Like, and she goes, "Well, because I'm showing her I have valid insurance. Here's the insurance card." "Oh, no, I need a form now from them." I'm like, Jesus. So I call the place. They go, "Okay, we'll email you the form." I say, "Okay." So then at RMV, they tell me to go over to the computer and print it. I get on the computer. I got to sign in. I don't remember logins to emails and crap. So this is horrible. I log in. I finally get in, and I see it. I open it. I print it. Nothing happens. I hit print again. Nothing happens. I hit print again. Nothing happens. I'm like, what the F? Then I look on the ground, and on the ground is a sign that says printer broke. Like somebody took it off and threw it on the ground. So like an idiot, I sat there trying to do that after logging in. So there's only one other computer, because why would you have more than 2 computers at the RMV? And this kid, who's a complete moron, doesn't understand anything about anything. He's standing there looking at his phone, looking at the computer, looking at his phone. Like he's just baffled. Like he doesn't understand how to email himself something so he could download it.
Yeah.
So finally, after about, I'm not joking, 15 minutes, I said, "Hey, man, do you need help? Like, you know what I mean? Because I really got to get going eventually. I can't stand here.
I'm trying to go to New Jersey."
Yeah, exactly. I got 5.5 hour trip ahead of me. So I go outside, right? Because they tell me I got to call those people again. So I call them. And as I go back in, the security guard tells me I can't go back in. And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "We're only doing appointments. I don't know how you got in in the first place." Because I said, "Because I have an appointment." He goes, "What's your name?" And I go, crap. Well, let me see that.
My name's what's it say in your book, sir?
I'm trying to read upside down.
Yeah. Tam. Damn it, Matt.
I'm just it's just stupid. So I go, "Look, man, I was just in there." He goes, "Well, you're not supposed to be." I said, "That's great, but I was literally just in there. She's got my paperwork." And he's like, "Okay, go in." Right. And now here's the thing. She didn't have my paperwork. I lied to him. Ha ha. I lied to you. Got in anyway. Ha ha.
Swindle and burner.
Thank you.
I like it.
So I go in, I got to pay the $75 plus some fee or whatever. I'm like, all right, now I'm down about another 100. Right. So I get out and I go to get inspected, which is another $35. But there's a huge line. And then the guy comes out and he goes, "Well,
this is great.
I think they're debating on on whether to pass you or not because the tread on that one tire is like none.
Oh, I told
You
you
did tell
that.
me that, and when I
Oh,
saw it, by the way, you're right. There's zero tread on that.
yeah.
I got to get new tires, but that crap's expensive. I'll just go slow.
Yeah, no shit.
As
I just spent $380 for a
uh,
front tire.
well, dude, I just
One
drove.
wheel.
I just drove when I hit New Jersey from here to Jersey and then around Jersey and back. I drove, no joke, over 1,800 miles.
It's fine.
1,800,
No
John.
snow, you're
Because
good.
that's all we did was drive, and I
Yeah.
didn't. Anyway, so I'll get to that later. So I pay all this. I'm happy. I'm thinking, all right, this is great, right? I get out and I get on 93 and it's a parking lot.
Yeah.
There was some sort of accident. So you literally,
Wonderful.
they weren't letting it just happen, and they weren't letting anybody around. So I just had to put the car in park on 93, which if you're not familiar with 93, it's like Route 95. You shouldn't be parked on it.
Everybody in this area is more than familiar with 93.
I'm just saying for
Yeah,
people
to
who aren't
sit
in this
there
area.
like that.
That's but you knew you were in trouble when the 18-wheeler you start hearing those air brakes. Like, oh no, they're putting on the air brakes.
That's
cool. This guy knows he's high up in the air. He knows.
Yeah, he knows we're sitting here for a while.
Yeah, just
that's cool.
That was great.
So you're in the hole, a few $100. Now you're parked in 93.
And now it's at that time. Honestly, it's probably about 4 in the afternoon.
But you wanted to be in Jersey at 4:30.
I should have. Yeah, I should have been there.
That was your goal.
Yeah, I should have been there at 3:30.
Oh,
so I should have been. Yeah, if I left at 10, it's a 5.5 hour. Would have been there at 3:30.
Right. So you're about 6.5 hours late.
And I can see the studio from where I'm parked on 93.
This studio or
this
New Jersey studio?
No, this studio. This very studio. I thought
that stinks.
I saw the cleaning crew.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey guys, don't forget under the desk.
Oh, that stinks.
But I'm thinking, I can't believe how long this is going to take. Now,
after all that, you're still in Quincy.
But on top of all this, the day I do a weird thing where a day before I really didn't eat much because I knew I was going to Jersey, and I'm thinking I'm going to get some pizza and it's going to be good.
Right.
So the next morning, all I had was the shake, right? And that's it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have pizza in 5 hours. It's going to be phenomenal. And of course, then I forgot to add the 6 hours plus the traffic.
I like that. Make a beeline, go from Quincy right to the pizza place. Great idea.
Well, and it was only 340 miles away.
You've been talking about this place, legendary. I've been wanting some.
Lisa Pizza in Lock Harbor, New Jersey. So I'm like, all right, look, I don't care. It's going to be worth it. So I'm sitting in traffic and I'm starving at this point, man. And I don't want to stop.
I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
So we
best pizza in the world, I hear.
It really is phenomenal. It's just, and the Sicilian's great too. It's so much so I always get one slice of Sicilian and one regular because they're both so good.
Yeah.
Like, and it's amazing how they're different but good.
Yep.
It's like, this is great. Anyway, so I got 300 and something miles. And I'm thinking, okay, it says 5.5 hours. And then I know there's more traffic because it's the Jersey Shore and it's just going to be crazy. So,
but they'll still be open. It's a
Friday
of course.
Night. Yeah, no, I know it was Wednesday. Wednesday.
Oh,
night.
even better.
Yeah, and they're open till 12.
I love that.
I knew I was gonna make it.
Perfect.
So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I drive and then you see you got to get off the parkway. Parkway is kind of easy because it's a 75 miles an hour straight, no lights, anything. This makes you get off, and then you got to go down this one road that has 900 lights on it. I mean, and they're 10 feet apart from each other, and they're not synced. So one will turn green, and you'll speed up to be able to stop at the next one, and then it turns green as soon as you stop.
It's so annoying.
And then you just keep doing that the entire way.
Yeah.
And then finally, dude, and I'm starving to death. And it's probably, I got there pretty good time, actually. I think I got there around 10-ish, right?
Not bad.
And
Perfect.
I'm thinking this is great because I already paid for the hotel and checkout time is 9. So that's 11 hours I might get in there. Oh, no, I'm still not there. I'm still an hour away.
Yeah.
I wasn't angry about that at all.
That sucks.
So I'm just hungry and I just want something to eat. I'm just looking forward to this. So I could see I'm getting closer and closer to the pizza place, and all of a sudden, boom, there it is. And it's got the big open sign, and it's got the lights are. Oh, it's just I'm like, yay,
Lisa's Pizza with a big L.
Yep. And I pull it.
I bet when you saw it on the GPS, you know how just before you could see the sign, but on GPS you could see.
Oh, I was staring at like how many minutes away I was.
Yeah, and you could see the stop sign, like your target, like, oh, there it is.
Yep, 3 blocks up on the right.
All right, and then all of a sudden you see the real sign as you're pulling up.
Well, it was. I pull in, right, and I'm happy as hell, and I get out, and I walk over to the door, and it won't open, and I'm like, that's odd. Why isn't it open? And don't be closed, and I'm looking in there like, hey, open the door.
Well, your door's stuck.
And then I noticed that there's a big sign on the door that says, our apologies. We're going to be on the vacation from the day that Brian gets in New Jersey till the very day he leaves New Jersey, and we will be open the following morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
No joke. And I took a picture of the sign and sent it to you.
Greatest picture I've ever seen in my life.
And it really does say the day I got there,
Yeah.
and it's closed till the day I left.
I could not stop laughing when I saw that picture because I knew you were literally making a beeline from
Right there, dude. I was starving.
from Quincy to this Lisa's Pizza.
Yes.
You've been talking about Lisa's Pizza and John's Pizza.
Yes.
Two pizza joints you've been talking about forever. but
Forever, yeah.
Lisa's was the one.
Lisa's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
That you're gonna hit on the way there. I've been saying it since day one.
It was-
I don't know. I'm not sure if we talked about it on the air, but I know off the air we've been talking about it a lot.
Yeah, a
You
lot.
even said you're gonna bring me a pizza.
Yeah, I was
from
going to bring you
Lisa's
one. Yeah.
Pizza.
Actually, one of each, Sicilian and
Yeah,
I'm
you've
playing
got and so I'm excited for it too. But I'm more excited for you because it's like you've had it forever.
Oh my God, dude!
And how often you get the chance to have it.
I almost had a classic nervous breakdown outside of this place, kind of like
Yeah.
Steve Martin in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
When he misses the last one, he just starts kicking stuff. Boy, what a reference! That movie sucked,
Well,
and it's from '88.
Stephen, New Hampshire, it gives you a reference too. It says, "Oh, the moose should have told you. The
Yeah.
moose should have told you.
Yeah.
The moose out front should
I
have told you."
honestly, I couldn't believe it, dude. My heart broke.
Yeah.
And I was starving, by the way, because once again, I really didn't eat much the day before, didn't eat much that day. I just had a protein shake
Right.
the entire day. It's late at night now. It's night time, and I'm starving. I'm thinking, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then I have to drive down Route 35, which once again is that light road, and looking for anything that's open at this point. And then I went into one place and I ordered it and I took one bite and it sucked, so I threw it away because I didn't want it to be my first slice of pizza.
Yeah.
I was like,
don't blame
"Ugh."
you. I probably would have done the same thing.
Then I went to this hotel that used to be really nice and cost a lot of money to stay there. The extended stay. They used to be nice. Now they're welfare hotels. Wish somebody would have told me.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, they're disgusting, bug infested, crackhead infested
Nice.
creeps that hang out in the lobby at 3 a.m. Everybody just a drug addict. Just incredible
Well, I had
for the
no
amount
idea.
of for the amount of money that they charge. Right? They should have to tell you. That's what is in my review, by the way, on Google. I said for the amount of money they
Oh,
charge.
you put in a review.
Oh, yeah.
since then.
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
So we got so much to talk about.
Oh, John, you have no clue. I was about to. I'm looking at the time here, but I haven't even started the story.
I know.
Because
Oh,
so much
mother.
more has happened.
All right.
After I went into my crack hotel
Oh, wait.
and stayed there for over $3 bills to
All
stay there for 2 nights.
So from the very get-go, from leaving in the morning from Quincy,
Yeah,
to realizing, whoops, it didn't have a sticker,
yeah,
to whoops, car's not registered,
Yeah.
to holy crap, I could get thrown in jail if
Yeah.
I'm caught with all this crap.
exactly.
And it's been like this for months.
Yes,
And then to realize like all that stuff, you get all that dippity bop and all that, and all right, I'm gonna go all the way to New Jersey,
yeah,
and I'm going directly
pizza.
to this pizza place
for pizza, John.
for that to be
That was really
closed.
the goal of the entire trip
Oh.
was to get good New Jersey
Yeah.
pizza.
And then from there, you go to the roach infested hotel.
Yeah, and I actually took pictures. If
What a
anybody wants
day.
to see, the furniture in this place was all scraped up and old.
Yeah.
The TV, I think, had an antenna. You know what I mean?
Oh, the rabbit ears.
yeah. It was just.
It was with tinfoil wrapped around it.
It was amazingly
Oh,
dumpy,
God.
and I'm thinking, I don't want to put my
Right.
head down on
You
this.
could have played Pong on that TV.
But the bad thing is, John, I haven't even got into day. This is
I know this is into
just
the
a
first
few
trip.
hours into
Yeah,
the trip.
You're 6 hours in.
Yeah,
You
and I
just
had,
got disappointed from Lisa's Pizza to get that.
and you know what? And that so far has been the highlight of the trip.
Unbelievable. All right, we'll get into more of that tomorrow.
All right.
Everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. We are Renegade Radio. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Take on, give it all away. Say a bug, say a man, say a ghost, say what you wanna be. Give it all away, never stay with a winner, with a man with all the money. Come on, Keep it on alive with a ride on the record on the top. If you're gonna be a bad boy. Big man, you got it wrong. Some long time friends gonna lose it in the end of the war. Stay on, give it all away. Stay a buzz, stay a man, stay a ghost, stay what you wanna be. Yeah.